Trump is governing Israel from Twitter. There's other things that I forgot about, and
Daniel Caesar is anti-black. This is Dark Racial Humor.
Yay. It's the fucking intro, dude.
Here on the farm, we grow our tomatoes with 100% pure vegetable oil. And that is why I am running for president of the United States.
Fuck that record scratch.
Beto 2020. What is this, the fucking radio?
Yeah, dude.
How does copyright work on podcasts?
They'll play it a lot, you know.
Just making money off of Cardi B song. Yeah. That you dark racial.
Liking pictures, not returning texts.
That you dark racial.
I get the message. You still stutter after certain questions. You keep in contact.
New dark racial.
Damn, that's a great song. All about the pain a woman has to deal with when she chooses to date a rapper.
Yeah?
Yes.
What does she talk about?
Talk about how Offset's cheating on her.
Be Careful lyrics via genius.com.
Travis is cheating on Kylie. It's like they never learn.
I want to get married like the Currys, Steph, and Ayesha shit. It's fucking the Warriors just getting into pop culture, you know?
Yeah, except Steph's not a rapper, so he's not going to cheat probably. Hey everybody, welcome to Dark Racial Humor. This is free-flowing, in-depth conversation about whatever's appropriate at the time.
New dark racial.
My name is Bonjan.
I'm Caller John.
And we have a great show for you today.
It's March 21st, 2019. It's 2:29, and we're in South Los Angeles,
California.
United States.
Live from AdobeHouseRecords.com/store. So much.
Bumblebiz is booming, dude.
Bumblebiz is booming.
Fucking Universal chick came by. I got that sweet envelope.
Nice, dude.
I got another guy. He's got a man from Jamaica. He's looking for the 26th, but his man's not from Jamaica yet. Fucking, is she a Redskins fan?
Are we just stacking that paper?
It's getting pretty fucking stacky, dude.
Think about all the podcasts. Ads. Wait, I was gonna say we could buy ads, but that doesn't work that way. Please give us ads.
Come on, Anchor.
Yeah.
Come on, Anchor.
What's going on? What's going on in the newsy news? You know, it's chilling. It's cracking.
How's your day, dude?
Day was good. Went to the gym. Got those legs in.
You got a new set of legs?
Got a new set of legs, dude. They're very small.
Oh, don't fit.
Tiny. What else did I do? That's it, pretty much.
Nice, dude.
Took a lot of pisses. A lot of pees.
Pisses?
Yeah, drinking water.
Nice, dude. Water's dope.
Yeah, dude.
What color are you looking at?
Oh, clear.
Nice, man.
Yeah, it's great.
What about that first pee the morning, though? Was that?
Oh, dark yellow. Almost red. like a rubric
Just your
color.
liver getting fucking squashed.
Yeah, it's like real unhealthy. What'd you do today?
A real slow, grudging wake up.
Nice.
Starts at 9 a.m., ends at about 11. It's real hard.
And then you just sit around and wait to do the podcast.
No, I met with two fucking people for the Adobe House venue.
What day is the filming?
Universal is Monday, early morning. Gonna have that driveway open during the night, maybe.
Gotcha.
She said she didn't need to move cars, but you guys might want to move your cars.
What are they using our house for again?
Catering, baby.
Catering. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm not gonna be here next week. All week, so you're gonna have to just do like a solo Ricker series.
I'm not gonna be here either.
What's going on?
Dude, I'm going with you, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Fuck.
Where are we going, man? I already got my ticket.
I'm going to Mexico.
You go to Mexico? A little
Yeah.
spring break shit? Or what?
Yeah, bro.
Never-
If you mean
You're gonna
by
build a
s-
house?
If you mean by spring break, fucking going to sleep at 7 p.m. Not leaving the complex.
What's in El Mexico, dude?
I'm just going with my parents. They're just like, hey, we're getting old. Let's go on vacation.
Sorry to fucking break your ears. Jesus, dude.
I was
That's interesting.
I was on I went to Mexico last year, and
Mhm.
like they didn't let me do like anything. Like I couldn't leave the resort, which was fine.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just want to take a walk.
Yeah.
And,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I could just hear like spring break bashes going on like next door,
You don't want to see that shit,
and I was
dude.
just like, oh, for sure. I guess I'll just read a book.
I mean, was it a good book, though?
I don't remember. I guess I'll just watch Bitcoin decline, just crash.
Last year?
What a time that was.
Oh, man. Was that last year already? Can't be, dude.
Yeah.
It was last year when it was just plummeting?
Spring break. Oh, spring break. Woo. Shout out John Weaver.
Maybe, you do a phone podcast. We switch off days.
We could try that. We could
No,
try
I'm
calling.
saying you go single
Single.
for one day. I go single the next day.
We can give it an honest shot. Why not?
Honest shot.
An honest try.
I'm going down to the woodlands of North Carolina.
Really? What's over there?
A grandmother.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's she doing?
Just being her, you know.
Just being her. Nice.
Fucking got a new dog.
Nice. Nice.
Not very loving.
Really?
Well, it doesn't really love me that much.
Like Maggie?
Yeah, it's Maggie-esque.
Maggie.
It's nice when you got it, but you gotta want it.
That bitch. A shout out to all of our loving listeners.
Shout out to the people that listen at night. Shout out to people that listen in the morning.
Yep.
On the way to work.
Yep.
People on bikes.
Yep.
Unemployed, employed,
Yep.
freelancers.
Shout out to the people in France.
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 We're talking Spain. We're talking Mexico. Where are these locations at, man? Shout out Arizona.
United States, France, United Kingdom, Canada, Netherlands, and the Philippines.
If any of you guys want to be a part of your favorite podcast, Dark Racial Humor, you can email us at darkracialhumor@gmail.com or download the Anchor app and send us a little voicemail.
Send us that good. Okay, let's hop into the news. That's what people are really here for. I was thinking I'm going to copy Joe Budden's thing where he has a different image for each episode.
Image.
Yeah.
Oh, do we not? Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'll just
Can you
keep
do that?
I believe so.
Pretty dope.
Anything to get those fucking clicks, dude. You know?
Yeah. You know what to really get those clicks?
What?
YouTube videos.
You. Whoa. Yikes.
Dude, why are you all of a sudden sweating out of your
Oh
ass?
Jesus! Oh God! Oh God! I'm banned from YouTube for life. I'm not allowed on that website anymore.
Just
Okay.
Free content, dude.
Did you get that video I sent you?
Oh, you know I'm already loaded up.
This is a little
not.
context before you play it up, before you cue it
Oh,
up.
honestly, dude, hold on. Oh no, that's Adobe related. Do you want to hear some cool Adobe related things?
Sure.
A man from named Nate is an organic fan
Organic.
of Adobe House Music,
Uh-huh.
and he's abroad right now. He's in Spain right now,
Shout out Spain.
but he really wants a shirt, a little strapped on cash. I said we might be out of stock, but I'll see what we can do.
Damn, repping in Spain.
He says a lot of your merch is really cool, so I'll probably end up getting something, dude.
Swag, bro. You're gonna
Yeah, man.
fucking rock that shit in
He's from
Spain.
Minnesota, dude. He's from Minnesota.
Oh, I thought you said he was from Spain.
Well, he's in Spain.
Oh, what the fuck? Who gives a shit about Minnesota?
I gotta make sure there is. I love you guys. Yo, you guys are listening, and I love you guys so much, but we're like talking about something serious, so I'm like, I don't want to talk about
Who's this man speaking?
Okay, so this is Daniel Caesar.
That's Daniel Caesar.
Yes, Daniel Caesar has a very successful R&B career. Little context for those of you who don't know. He goes on Instagram Live, and he basically defends this girl. And After doing my research, the worst thing she did was pull a Miley Cyrus and just appropriate black culture. Also,
she what, Miley Cyrus?
She
pulled a Miley Cyrus?
pulled a Miley Cyrus.
Do you know the girl's name?
Yes, Jules.
Oh. I think I might know a little bit of context about it.
Anyway, I guess black people on the internet don't really like her.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of a different one.
Daniel Caesar basically just goes on and says, hey, why are we being so mean to her? Why are black people being so mean to white people?
She looks like Demi Lovato and another chick. But I don't know.
Yeah, and Daniel Caesar just got fucking railed for that.
Shows are like being, like artist stuff. Why? I don't know which black people are in here, but I want you guys to talk up right now. Why?
Which black people?
Which I don't know which one of you are the blacks.
Why do we?
I heard something drop.
Why are we being so mean to Jules? Why are we being so mean to white people right now? That's a serious question.
You pass me the water.
Why is it that we're allowed to be disrespectful and rude to everybody else? And when anybody returns any type of energy to us, that's not equality. I don't want to be treated like I can't take a joke. I just went through the fucking Chappelle shit, and I had to, in the moment, acknowledge that I was being fucking sensitive. You know what I'm saying? And that I need to be able to take a joke just like everybody else. No. That's what it is. People are allowed to say what the fuck they want. And I'm allowed to feel how I want, but it's like, am I gonna fight them or am I gonna accept what they have to say and keep it fucking moving? Why are,
I love the ums in the background.
Bro, the attacks on Daniel Caesar have been brutal. Brutal.
This tweet says, I just knew Daniel Caesar hit the sunken place the moment his hair went blonde.
Bro, horrible. He's been called anti-black, Uncle Tom. How dare he humanize the white people?
Are these all things on Twitter?
This is, of course.
Okay.
Bro,
I give
brutal.
No validity.
Bro, this is the conversation that this was fucking what Twitter was throwing in my face all yesterday. Dude, and I just felt so bad.
Twitter is fucked, bro.
I just felt so bad for this kid, dude. And I was like, bro, not one celebrity, not one person with a voice or a platform stood up and defended him, because they would be dragged too.
How old is Daniel Caesar?
23.
23. What songs does he make?
Get You.
Get You.
You can play that shit. Great song.
Okay, well, keep talking first.
But no, if you look at the rest of the video, all he said is, yo, that's not equality. Why are we hating on people? You heard this song?
I don't think so. Why you hating on blacks? Oh, I can take a joke, yeah.
Through drought and famine, natural disasters.
Those white girls.
My baby is
beautiful voice. This is a tweet from someone we both know. The fact that Daniel Gaptooth had the gall to defend white mainstream culture vultures whilst being the most anti-black he could be is just the latest example of how the black voice of opinion is neither a monolithic experience nor infallible of being influenced by white supremacy. I don't really know what that means.
Let's read it again, dude.
The fact that Daniel Gaptooth had the gall to defend a white mainstream culture vulture.
First of all, why you gotta eat? I mean, teeth, man?
Yeah.
You know I gotta throw that in there.
Yeah, okay.
Has the audacity to defend mainstream white culture?
A white mainstream culture vulture.
White mainstream culture. He? No, Jules.
Yes. Okay, so
culture rich.
Keep in mind, by saying all Daniel Caesar said, why are we being so mean to her?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what he means by defend. Whilst being the most anti-black he could be.
Don't think that's true.
Okay.
Could probably be a little more anti-black.
Oh, yeah. is the
Alright.
latest example of how the black voice of opinion is neither a monolithic experience
Monolithic.
nor infallible of being influenced by white supremacy. So he is saying,
Monolithic means big.
doesn't monolithic means like big and the same, like a bunch of group of people think the same way?
Uniform, yes.
Okay, so yes, this is a perfect example of why the black experience shouldn't be monolithic. Black people shouldn't all think the same way.
Yeah. I'm for the individuality of humans for the most part.
It's just, and then
So
he goes on.
what did Jules do? What did Jules do?
So basically all I've been saying is appropriating black culture. She's fucking rapping. She hasn't really done anything necessarily racist.
She's rapping.
She's just a fucking white person that takes black fashion and like styles and
America.
she's like
All of
doing what
America.
Miley Cyrus does, right?
Literally all of America.
Yeah, and apparently she like fucks celebrities to get clout or something. But who
As
gives
you do.
who gives a shit,
As you
dude?
do. I mean, I fuck everybody.
Did Daniel Caesar deserve this?
It's all. It won't be a thing by 2 days from now.
Do you remember when we were talking about Kanye West, I think, and you were saying that I was saying that it's hard to have individual thought in the black community, and you disagreed. This is a
I don't
perfect
recall, but
this
sure.
is a perfect example
Yeah.
of why it's hard to have individual thought in the black community.
Yeah. When did this Kanye podcast happen?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah. It seems like.
Oh no, it was when we were talking about remember those kids, those black Republicans that
Yeah.
Vice did? It was that episode, whatever that was.
Sure. That was I feel like that was a turning point almost. That episode.
Like fucking
Everything just got wacky from then, dude.
really really scary stuff that a good amount of.
Daniel Gaptooth. See, he did have a big gap. I think I made fun of him because of the gap tooth.
Yeah, but it's like, what does that have to do with it?
I've never seen his face before, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Dreezy.
So shout out to black people on Twitter for being sheep.
Twitter's weird,
Think
man.
for yourselves, goddammit.
Twitter's weird.
Twitter's
I feel like a lot of people that do voice their opinions on Twitter would be the ones that would, like, if asked about, would be vocal about it, like, in person. But it's just like, I don't know. It's a weird attention
Well,
thing.
it depends. Like, if it's like you're speaking to a group of 20 black people and they're like, tell me what you really feel. Even I would not be 100% honest.
What do you mean?
If I was talking to a group of black people
Mhm.
and they were like, tell us your views on the world, like your political views, your views on race in America.
Yeah.
Even I would not be 100% honest
Why not?
because I just don't think the backlash is worth it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe that's why President Donald Trump signed an executive order to try to promote free speech on college campuses, John.
Oh shit, you know what? We should talk about that.
But after
The break.
New Dark Dre Show.
Soundboard's back, baby.
We'll be right back with more dark racial humor. Swaggin'.
I didn't need to do this.
Swaggin'.
Did he need to do this?
Swaggin'. Another point I wanted to make before the break.
Yeah.
When we were talking about Mr. Daniel Caesar,
Mm-hmm. Gaptooth.
Gaptooth.
Did nicknames were always a thing, dude? I feel like nicknames are more a thing in fucking the Trump era too.
Nicknames?
Yeah, man.
I don't know, bro. That
Trump is really great with branding nicknames for politicians.
yeah, I guess since the president of the United States is calling people nicknames, more people are using nicknames in society. If you could show me some science on that, that would be cool. No,
What
I was
are you
just gonna
gonna
say it's possible to be pro-black without being anti-white.
Yeah.
You know,
I think I might agree.
let's take some. Let's just take some steps in the right direction here. All right, what's going on? What's going on with Trumpy?
Well, a man who was a solicitor of a conservative something or another, I don't know, group, was on a UC Berkeley campus. He got punched in the face by a lib bro, if you recall that story.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was kind of used as a mainstay for this executive order to promote free speech on college campuses. Apparently, it's very not specific, and there's like no details on what they want to actually happen, and that would be to withhold some federal funding for people who, college campuses who cancel certain usually conservative speakers. Berkeley pulled out of a Shapiro talk, citing some safety reasons, which kind of, I mean, is somewhat of an argument, because Berkeley likes to get buck when it comes to that shit, burn that shit.
Hey, I mean, that's fucking stupid.
The White House officials declined to provide specific examples about how universities could lose funding and said implementation details will be finalized in coming months. So basically, this is kind of nothing right now, but, Trump wants equality of speech on usually liberal campuses to be heard by everybody on both sides.
Good, dude. Fucking as it should be. Even Obama said, do you remember when he said universities aren't safe places for students to be coddled? It's where they should be exposed to new ideas.
I recall-ish.
And even when we were fucking, oh God, I wish I had these videos to pull up. That video of fucking that girl filming the Border Patrol officers, and she was yelling at them, this is supposed to be a safe space.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That was the most ironic thing I've ever heard, because I never thought people actually used that term literally.
Yeah. I mean, no, but I mean, that's kind of been I've seen a lot of safe space signs on campuses. I think it's made for like LGBTQ shit.
Yeah, but who's fucking attacking LGBTQ people on college campuses? Like physically or verbally? Besides like people that come on preach the Bible, but like you could just walk away from them. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I was watching some talking heads talk about this. And it was kind of what a lot of conservatives would stereotypically shy away from because of federal prodding into institutions.
Wait, what's that again?
They were saying that conservatives would stereotypically, who don't like the big government getting their hands in situations in everyday lives, Trump is using a federal government guise to affect college campuses.
Okay, well, how many of these college campuses are public campuses that the public pays for with tax dollars?
A lot.
So,
all of them.
So maybe free speech should be protected.
Yes, that was an argument of a lady as well. People giving their money to colleges via taxes want, free speech. But I don't know. This whole thing's vague and not like a bill or anything. It's kind of just talking about free speech.
Damn, dude, the fact that we even need to do that is absurd.
It's a little weird. I think I kind of have this theory that, and I'm not really old enough to see multiple presidencies with multiple parties. I've kind of barely lived in an Obama and Trump, which is kind of weird. Trump presidencies. But I kind of have a theory that once one party, since we basically only have two parties in this government, is in power, everything just gets weird and wacky for the people who aren't in power, especially in the executive branch. Like, this whole thing seems like 10 years ago, it would be the opposite, quite literally.
The opposite, like?
Like, you might have a story that was a conservative dude punching a liberal guy, perhaps. But now it seems like...
Maybe, though? Has it... I don't know. Maybe 10 years ago, in 2009.
I'm thinking like I don't know the past. It seems like, and it's even been talked about in fucking I don't know cable politic talking shit, where you have like the opposite of what liberals are usually not. They're usually not violent.
You're usually not just mad radical.
Yeah.
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 Well,
It seems like it's different.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know, dude. Twitter? When did Twitter get popping? I always just blame Twitter. You know, it was really funny in this fucking next story I have about Israel. I was going to take a fucking screenshot, dude. I don't think I have it up on my computer. But fucking Netanyahu was like, I'll just fucking get into it. There's a place called the Golan Heights in Israel. Where's that geographically called?
What, the Middle East?
Yeah, but I don't know. Around there's a. I'm gonna play a video real quick. It's about the Golan Heights and the sovereignty of the people that are trying to get it.
The Golan Heights is a narrow strip of mountainous territory between Syria and Israel. It was captured by Israeli forces from Syria in the 1967 Six-Day War, becoming occupied territory. Syria tried to get it back 6 years later, but was defeated in a huge tank battle. A United Nations peacekeeping force has been deployed to the Golan since 1974 to monitor the ceasefire. Israel annexed the Golan in 1981, a move which was never recognized by any country in the world until the U.S., under President Donald Trump, recognized the territory as part of Israel.
So, in a battled land between, I think, Syria and Israel, there was a UN treaty, and I think, I'm not really sure who governments recognize as the land's owner, but Trump put out a tweet, I believe, like either today or yesterday, that says, after 52 years, it is time for the United States to fully recognize Israel's sovereignty over the Golan Heights, which is of critical strategic and security importance to the state of Israel and regional stability. And fucking Netanyahu, like, thanked him on Twitter. And I just thought that was so weird that you have leaders of governments opposing very not, like, legal things on Twitter, and they're having a discourse about it.
Very not legal things?
Trump is talking about the sovereignty of land, and not through laws or anything. He's just saying on Twitter it's time the U.S. should recognize that Israel has this land.
Is that illegal?
Not illegal, but I'm saying
it's weird.
It's Twitter.
Oh,
you know, like you're talking about.
I feel like everybody does that though.
That's why it's weird. You have leaders of countries talking about spaces of land and the sovereignty of it on Twitter, and the other government saying, hell yeah, thanks Trump.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, like, if this was 50 years ago, how else would they do it? TV, the radio. It's just like the fastest mode of communication. It's
faster than ever now.
The most countries. And
That's
also,
weird.
it's relatively free.
How's it not free?
Well, you got to pay for internet.
This is true.
Unless you're like sitting in a McDonald's or something. Do you know what you're saying? Then you're paying with your data.
And then Yahoo said, at a time when Iran seeks to use Syria as a platform to destroy Israel, President Trump boldly recognizes Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights. Thank you, President Trump. Like that. Like, you have a leader of Israel being like, he said it, it's fucking,
you don't think
it's in stone,
like,
dude.
You don't think they had like a foreign policy meeting before?
I would assume.
Like, hey, dude, don't tell anybody about this till we get the green light, and then just throw it on Twitter.
I don't know what to assume.
Or do you think he just rolled out of bed and was like, you know what, I feel like declaring Israel's sovereignty today. You know,
I feel like in the beginning of his presidency it was that, and then they fucking had to take the reins of it.
Yeah, probably. He has been on a Twitter. Usually Twitter is wild for him, but as of lately, it's been pretty extra wild.
Extra wild?
Yeah.
Like what?
He's been tweeting a lot of shit about John McCain for no reason. Like
Dude,
after
I was
he's
gonna do that too.
after he's dead.
He
Like,
just doesn't fuck with John McCain, dude.
it's just like, dude, he's dead. Let it go. You won. You outlived him.
There was a headline that said Trump had a quote. It was kind of a misquote, but it was basically saying like Trump wanted a thanks for John McCain's funeral, but he was dead. he basically said like I set up a nice funeral, but I didn't get a thank you. It's whatever though. And like,
Yeah.
I don't think he meant that he wanted John McCain to say thank you. You know.
He probably wanted like a thank you from the family. But
Yeah.
even just saying that, like, dude,
Yeah.
like, you didn't fucking pull out your checkbook and pay for it, bro. You weren't there setting up decorations.
I was like, yeah. I mean, I made him a funeral. I didn't get anything, but
Like, oh,
he's so fucking New York-y, bro. I love it.
I know.
It's like-
Forget that he's like, it's just a combination of New York and reality TV, and also lots of money, and you get that.
A weird ego thing, dude.
Crazy.
The saying things, like not saying something concrete, but then saying like, you know, I don't know. That's just what it is.
Dude, Trump season 2 is heating up.
Oh man, dude. I love it.
I love it, dude. Anyone else running for president? We got like 90
Dude,
people.
I saw another one, but I didn't want to read it just because like I didn't want to know about more fucking people. But let's see if I can find it. This one is un gay. LGBT groups, as news Google loads from thedailybeast.com, want Pete Buttigieg.
Buttigieg?
It's butt Igieg. Buttigieg. Wants to be more than the gay candidate for president.
Pete, he could have if he just didn't mention that.
Do you know who this is?
No,
No.
first time ever hearing of it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to like read it because like I don't think you're gonna have much of it. But you know,
it seems like he's about to make this a huge personality trait, so he might as well strap in. Meet Pete for America. Can you go on his website and play like a minute of his video?
Sure. Pete Buttigieg.
He's a millennial mayor, Afghanistan war veteran, and husband.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
On his website.
Yeah, it's just look up
Meet Pete.
Yeah, Meet Pete.
This looks like I could write this site.
This looks like Wix to the max, but you know what?
The show in Washington right now is exhausting. The corruption, the fighting, the lying, the crisis.
Yes,
it's got to end.
Yes.
The reality is there's no going back. And
Bro, he looks like a goddamn Who from Whoville, the Grinch citizens. He has a weird upper lip thing going on, and I can't play it again. Is that because of the site? No, Jesus.
There's no such thing as again in the real world. We can't look for greatness in the past. Right now, our country needs a fresh start. I'm Pete Buttigieg. I'm the mayor of South Bend, Indiana. When I arrived in office at the beginning of this decade, the national press said that our city was dying. People on the outside didn't believe our city had a future. We propelled our city's comeback by taking our eyes off the rearview mirror, being honest about change, and insisting on a better future. You know, I belong to a generation that is stepping forward right now. We're the generation that lived through school shootings, that served in the wars after 9/11, and we're the generation that stands to be the first to make less than our parents.
The
unless we do
first
something
to
about it.
marry robots.
That too. He's a guy running for president.
This is from USA Today.
USC?
USA Today.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was pretty funny. If Pete Buttigieg had a wife and not a husband, he'd look really boring.
What? How does USA Today say that, dude?
Candidate not defined by LGBTQ label.
Well, how about this, dude? He is still just boring, even though he has a husband.
Yeah. He
He's
just
the
looks like
mayor.
he looks like a dentist or something.
He's the mayor of South Bend, Indiana.
Wow. A fucking amazingly fast town in
The
America. So
The Washington Post has called him the most interesting mayor you've never heard of. I don't know if that's good press, Pete Buttigieg.
well, we'll see. We'll see how he go. What is he? What are his stances on things?
He's just, you know.
That 10th month abortion.
I mean,
That
whoa, CNN. Pete Buttigieg is the hottest candidate in the 2020 race right now.
if he doesn't apologize for being white,
I don't know. If
I will
he's
not
the
vote
hottest
for him.
thing, dude.
What?
CNN has a headline that said he's the hottest candidate in the 2020 race.
He definitely is. I can name 30 other candidates hotter than him.
Maybe they're talking about his sweet good looks, dude. He looks like he's balding.
Yeah, I mean, good luck, Pete. His fucking website doesn't say anything what he believes in. But if you go to Andrew Yang's website, literally everything he believes in is on there. Everything.
Well, Andrew Yang seems a little bit more intriguing to me, at least, than fucking Pete Buttigieg.
Pete Buttigieg. Okay, Pete.
But I also have seen Yang nowhere in the mass media.
But yeah, he has incredibly small numbers. But we'll see, dude.
Is there a site where I can see these poll numbers, man?
Just look at polls. I don't know. What poll are you looking for?
I just want to see points, man.
Oh, like
points and polls,
like
man.
approval rating?
No, for fucking candidates.
Democratic nominee
It's
polls.
like fucking. Oh, dude. Nah, this is fun, dude. It's fucking like. It's like sports.
It is like sports, and it's only going to get better as the year progresses.
You know Hunter S. Thompson, right?
An author?
Journalist, author. But he covered campaign trails and shit. And he had books that like showed his letters he wrote and faxed to people. And it was just like, it's a big fucking politic game, man. It's fun.
I love it. And you're going to hear all of it here on Dark Racial Humor. On the fucking, I don't know. We should fucking make some politics segment music. Dun, 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 dun.
I have breaking news, but my thing's also not working right now.
Awesome. Okay, this is a great time to take a break.
We've kind of used that before.
Yeah.
I didn't need to do this. It's not true.
Let's take a break, dude.
Take a break. All right, we'll be back in a hot minute. This is Dark Racial Humor. You know, I was just thinking, that guy, that tweet I was reading earlier about Daniel Caesar.
Yeah.
So that was Lando Chill, right?
Yeah.
What if he becomes fucking famous and they're like, they just meet? You think Lando's gonna start sucking his dick and just like?
I don't know,
Probably.
man. This is Dave Chappelle on Daniel Caesar.
Caesar for the first time. You heard him sing a little bit. Yeah, very gay. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I'm just kidding. Daniel Caesar's a musician from Toronto that I just met tonight. Black. I got jealous. I didn't know John had other black friends.
Does John Mayer have a fucking Instagram live show, dude?
I guess he does now.
I think it's called Current Mood.
Current Mood.
Unless this is like, yeah, this is weird. This is John Mayer's fucking.
John Mayer live on Instagram Live.
He have a ton of black friends, but he's amazing.
Okay, whatever. He called him gay, and that's what he was referring to earlier.
Yeah, do you think it'd be better to go YouTube videos or just straight Instagram videos?
With what?
The podcast videos.
Like
just
I said,
Instagram clips.
Instagram clips for sure. But having completely on Instagram would be a bad decision.
Because I was talking to my friend.
But Instagram clips for sure.
Lamar Wilson, shout out Lamar Wilson. He was telling me, He used to have a podcast with someone, and like it was on like audio and YouTube, and the audio like outnumbered the YouTube views like 10-1.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting. I was like, damn, not even half.
I think that's true as well. But you know, it still gives clicks.
Get that shit.
Let's just have a stroll over to W House Records. Over on YouTube.
Yikes.
And let's see, I'm a fan, right? And I've been a fan since Blockchain.
Yeah.
And so I've seen a couple of videos, but last video was 1 month ago. And like the podcasts get views.
Do they? No, they don't.
32 views, 21 views.
Oh shit, dude, it's through the roof.
I mean, they're proportional to what the music videos are, and proportional to what the vlogs are.
The like, music videos? What's the music videos are in the hundreds?
Music video. By what I meant, the numbers are what you would think they would be for a music video, for a vlog, and for a podcast. Hundreds for music video, close to 100 for the vlogs, and like half of the vlogs for the podcast. But we should just do clips, and if you made clips, you can put them both on Instagram and YouTube.
Clips. We gotta make a dark racial humor Instagram.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I feel like that's just hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Because in my head, I'm thinking on the fucking...
It's not that hard.
Adobe fucking Instagram.
Like, it doesn't need to be as organized as that.
Yeah.
It's just like... But you know how it'd be... Dude, did you know the Warner Bros. CEO resigned?
Yeah.
Amidst claims that he promised roles to young women in exchange for sex on today's episode of No Fucking Shit?
Of course I know, man. I listen to the Joe Budden podcast.
Really? Oh, he already jumped on it?
Yeah, dude, we can't do it.
Damn, he beat us to it, bro. Fuck.
Our stiff competition.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, I'm just trying to just pull up this fucking hundreds of leaked text messages between Kevin Sugihara, actress Charlotte Kirk, and partners Brett Ratner and James Pecker. Brett Ratner show the powerful executive under pressure said repeatedly he would push for auditions as accusations of extortion and a proposed settlement agreement followed. Warner Media says it will investigate. Kirk had been laboring to establish...
Warner Media, all part of AT&T at this stage, announcing that its chairman and CEO of Warner Brothers Entertainment, Kevin Sugihara, will step down from that role. This is all for some context here with regard to allegations that he had perhaps inappropriate relationships or ties to an actress that may have led to some favoritism at some point.
You know, it's funny.
What?
I think on the Budden podcast, they were talking about him as if he was a white man.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a white man.
They were talking about, with the name fucking Kevin Sugihara?
They didn't say his name. That's interesting.
It's worth noting that these reports came out earlier in the week and that he is cooperating with the company, with Warner Media, and a third-party law firm to complete the investigation. The company does say that they continue to work with this law firm to complete that investigation with Mr. Sugihara's cooperation, but it's obvious that it had become a bit of a distraction. They do say in the note, Warner Media CEO John Stankey, that it is in the best interest of Warner Media and Warner Brothers for him to step down at this point, guys.
It is in best interest for Warner Brothers and Warner Media to put his dick back in your pants, Kevin.
Shit, lost a good job.
Probably
lost your wife.
Where do you think fucking big-ass CEOs or big-ass people with power who try to get, sexual harassment allegations?
Yeah.
Or even for stuff like that. Where do they go after they're fired?
Probably,
Like, what do you do? What do you send your resume out to?
I don't know, but I don't know how much he was making, but I'm sure he had, like, other investments, other places.
It might be okay to assume.
But also, he didn't really do anything illegal, so he could probably get another job somewhere or start another company or do something. That's what happened to fucking, what's his name? bald guy, black guy, started LaFace Records. Was the
LaFace Records?
Was the CEO of Epic Records until he was, and this was before the Me Too movement. Some girl was like, "Yeah, he keeps trying to fuck me."
I have one man in my head.
What is his name? Oh, L.A. Reid. L.A. Reid.
Sure.
Yeah, he did that. He started another company.
With a name like L.A. Reid, you're gonna do something bad.
You gotta do something, or you gotta do something fucking good in L.A. Shit, you're named after L.A. You're L.A. Reid.
Damn, dude. Your fucking name is L.A.
Your name is fucking L.A. Reid, dude.
My name's Big Apple Jimmy.
Yeah, dude. But what's with the Are they investigating who extorted the messages or what?
I don't know.
Because it's like
classic dark racial humor journalism.
If I say, "Hey, fuck me for a role," and you say yes, that's not illegal. That's a deal. You said yes.
I'm sure if some girls come out and say like, "I didn't like that," and that's bad, I'm sure they have to side with them.
I didn't like that, or that's bad.
Yeah.
So they still got the role, still got the dick, and now, he's going to jail.
He used his power. I don't know. That was a cool sound.
Yeah, that's not really as bad as the Weinstein shit, though.
Yeah.
Weinstein was like fucking taking his clothes off and not locking girls and shit.
It's proportional with the bad PR.
Yeah, like this probably would have been your classic Hollywood affair, Hollywood executive affair that no one would have ever heard of if it's happened like not now.
Do you want to listen to a 6-minute Shapiro interview on Fox News about gun bans and Beto's abortion?
Not all 6 minutes, but we can listen to a little bit of it.
Okay, we're going to start from the beginning.
We are back with a Fox News alert. The country of New Zealand has banned high-powered...
I want Shapiro. I don't care about your context.
Editor-in-chief of the Daily Wire, host of The Ben Shapiro Show, and author of the new book, The Right Side of History, How Reason and Moral Purpose Made the West Great. Welcome, Ben.
And thanks for having me.
Is this a reasonable answer to the massacre that took place last week?
What do you think about that?
About what?
New Zealand banned semi-automatic weapons.
I don't know. I need to learn more.
Just if the U.S. did that, let's say.
If the U.S.
The U.S. had a big 50-person killing, and they banned semi-automatics, what would your reaction be?
I don't think that would ever happen, but I'll humor you for a second. I think
dark racial.
I think there would be a huge fucking uprising and people would lose their shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in New Zealand, it's not enshrined in their constitution.
Yeah.
But I want to know how common were murders in New Zealand before? How common are murders with guns? How hard is it to get a gun? How did the guy get a gun? Like stuff like that matters.
Yeah.
But it could just be a blanket ban that they're just throwing out of emotional response.
Yeah.
And like I've said before, nothing good comes out of emotional responses.
Yeah.
But no, let's see what he says.
Emotionally reasonable answer, but it's not a factually reasonable answer. There's some 1.2 million guns in New Zealand. In 2017, the entire country of New Zealand had 35 murders. Most of those, or at least many of those, were not with a gun in the first place. So they're now talking about criminalizing presumably hundreds of thousands of New Zealand citizens who don't turn over their guns in response to an isolated incident statistically. No matter how terrible an incident is, if it is isolated statistically, criminalizing hundreds of thousands of law-abiding people on the basis of that seems like bad policy.
Well, Ben, Senator Bernie Sanders has tweeted this out. This is what real action to stop gun violence looks like. We must follow New Zealand's lead, take on the NRA, and ban the sale and distribution of assault weapons in the United States. Ben?
I'm old enough to remember when Democrats tried to run away from suggesting that they were pushing for a gun confiscation. Now, apparently, they're going to full-scale embrace gun confiscation. We have something called the Second Amendment in this country. It is deeply embedded in American culture, and rightly so. And again, if you're going to pick countries that are good examples of why gun confiscation is needed, New Zealand is not one of them. There are 35 murders in the entire country in 2017, a country of some 4.4 million.
What, dude? That's crazy.
What?
That's 35 murders in a year.
It's nothing.
Yeah, and if you're going to...
I'm kind of assuming that's just with like guns.
Pick countries that are good examples of why gun confiscation is needed. New Zealand is not one of them. There are 35 murders in the entire country in 2017, a country of some 4.4 million people.
Even if it's just guns or not with guns, that's pretty remarkable. That's less people than come to our fucking concerts. That's incredible. That's crazy.
Wait, how many people?
If you're going to pick countries that are good examples of why gun confiscation is needed, New Zealand is not one of them. There are 35 murders in the entire country in 2017, a country of some 4.4 million people.
4.4 million.
4.4 million people.
How many is in the U.S.?
I want to say 300. U.S. population.
300 million.
All right, now I'm going to look up U.S. murders in 2017. 17,284 murders.
Well, I mean, I forgot how fucking small New Zealand is, bro.
Still 35.
Yeah.
Out of 4 million. Even if they were all with a gun, that's really low. And even if they weren't all with a gun, that's really low. And like you said, you have hundreds of thousands of people that do have guns, and you're just making all of them criminals right off the bat.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't say. See, I'm on board with Jew-Man over here.
Dude, wow.
So Beto O'Rourke's got some interesting beliefs we're finding out. Doesn't really stand on policy much.
Beto.
I was going to do a little surfer tune.
In his background, he wrote a novel just about how great it was to run over children, but he was a kid then. What? And then he also was part of a hacking group.
Is this your god?
I mean, hey, so everybody loves a good fiction novel.
Oh, my God. All the baby killing.
About that until recently. And then we find out that he likes to eat dirt for revitalization, dirt from New Mexico. And then we find out where he stands on late-term abortion.
They got all the fucking bad points, man. Dude. Off top.
Bullet point. All right, we're going to talk about this, and this.
Because fucking, I know that Beto is at least, I want to know who's fucking top of the polls right now. But Beto was one of the peeps that were slated to be a good running opposition to Trump. And they were like, all right, boys, let's do it.
Abortions. Let's see if we could see a position here.
You were asked about late-term abortions just before. I'm wondering specifically, if you had won the election last November and if you were in the U.S. Senate a couple days ago, how would you have voted on that bill?
I would have listened to the women. I would have listened to doctors and medical providers. I would have looked at the facts and understood the truth. And then I would have voted with those women to make their own decisions about their own bodies.
That was almost not taking a stance, and then he took a stance at the end. Kind of.
Yeah.
And I was really like, I was all for what he was saying, and then he was like, then I'm going to vote with the women. What does that mean?
That I don't want to answer right now.
But then he kind of answered.
Ben, we're talking about a fully functioning, now viable baby. I'm still confused, as a woman, why people are talking about women's rights in relation to a child that now has its own rights. Is this real?
Does that child have rights, dude? You can't murder it, but I mean, like...
You can't murder. I mean, what if the child's a girl? That's the women's rights.
Does a baby have rights, dude?
It's a human, is it not?
Yeah, but it's a baby.
So?
Kind of like, okay. Sure.
Really what Democrats want to be pushing?
I mean, it really is quite insane. The fact that Beto O'Rourke and every other major Democrat feel forced to embrace this position that you have to be for abortion up to and sometimes beyond the point of birth. Right. It just demonstrates the radicalism of the Democratic Party. Even Beto's generalized position, which is that in the third trimester, abortion should be legal. Forget about the infanticide position. Even the third trimester position is a position that only 13% of Americans hold. This is far out of the mainstream, far more out of the mainstream than generalized pro-life views on the Republican side of the aisle. And it is amazing to watch the media treat it as though it is mainstream to suggest that women have a right to kill fully formed babies.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
No, it's kind of weird. But hey, 9 month.
9 month, good to go. 10 month, maybe so.
You were out in California. It was a number of weeks ago. There was somebody who was doing some recruiting for Turning Point USA, and they were assaulted, and now charges have been filed against a
Shapiro's doing our podcast, dude. Love it.
I know. We should just say, can you take over next week?
The president later today, Ben, is going to sign an executive order on free speech on college campuses and how important it is. Who's this going to help?
Well, presumably it will help people on college campuses who are trying to exercise their free speech and are prevented from doing so by the administration. I think the real question, as with all executive orders, is how's it legally drawn up? Just the lawyer in me wants to know that the Constitution is being followed, that all of the laws are being used, and that this isn't sort of an overreach. But I don't know that until I've seen the text. The generalized idea of protecting the First Amendment by connecting, for example, university funding for research to their adherence to the First Amendment, that seems perfectly acceptable to me.
What fucking reasonable responses Ben Shapiro's giving?
No, this is how it's gonna be. This isn't. Listen to me. No, you don't have a voice. Listen to me.
Oh god.
I am a victim. What if he responded like that? What if he yelled and clapped? I fucking hate people who fucking clap when they talk to you.
Those were all very good responses. I like it, Shappy.
Fucking
Benny Boy.
Benny Boy,
you
hey.
fucking Jew.
Benny Boy, we're just gonna upload episodes of your podcast next week. So just get them up early so we can.
We could honestly probably do that, dude.
No one would say, hey.
They would come after us if we have like maybe 1,000 listeners.
Bro, yeah.
We could do it all day, man.
Nah, we should make our own content. But shit, yo, that's all the time for content making we have today.
That was episode 58?
59?
I think it's.
But you know what, dude?
Tomorrow, man.
Is tomorrow tomorrow's the day.
Happy birthday
to us.
Happy birthday.
Dude, do you remember we started this and I made it like a school project? And now we're millionaires.
Dude, barely. What was it before a project? And it was supposed to fucking chronicle our fucking Adobe House records.
Yeah, it was. We were already doing it.
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, we did this for the school.
Yeah.
So I don't know, got an A. Probably didn't even listen to it, but whatever. Whatever.
Tomorrow, man, March 22nd, 2019.
We're gonna have birthday cake for the first episode of season 2 of Dark Racial Humor.
Is it by years?
I mean, I'm just doing it by wide one. That's what a season's supposed to be.
All right.
A year of content.
Okay.
But we'll see.
And you know that the second year will absolutely just demolish the first year, dude.
Yeah.
None of this fucking 3 months in between, man.
Or this will be the last one. Who knows?
This is the last episode.
Yeah, so thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting.
Really liked it, dude.
Please subscribe on iTunes and Spotify and all that good shit.
AdobeHouseRecords.com/store. Again, shout out all the K9s watching. Shout out all the fucking the little girls, the old men. Just thank you.
Thank
from the
you.
bottom of my cold, cold heart.
Yes. Same. Okay.
New Dark Racial.
We'll catch you tomorrow. Peace out.